Hey guys, today we're gonna fight a Tigrex with a hunting horn. Now the hunting horn I'm using is the Jinouga hunting horn. Mainly because Tigrex, I believe, is weakest to thunder. It also has quite a nice amount of raw damage. And as usual, I'll be using full Rathalos armor. Now, the hunting horn is a very unique weapon, as many of you who've used it will know. And also for those who have seen my barrier video where I used the Rathalos hunting on against them, you'll know that there's quite a significant change from Unite in that every attack counts as a note now, and then you press R to do another attack and go into playing mode. A little note that I found out recently was that just like you saw there, you can play a song twice in succession. So just after you finish playing it for the first time, if you hit R again, you'll do a different recital animation, and for the white white or purple purple note combination, the first one will give you increased movement speed, and the second will give you ESP, which will prevent you from bouncing, which you don't really need against this guy, because you won't really bounce against him, but some guys it'll be useful against. And now on to the topic of Tigrex. Now, many of you who have played Unite will come in and be thinking that he is ridiculously easy in this game, because compared to his Unite counterpart, he is actually very easy. And for those of you who've only played Try and haven't played the previous games on the PSPs, you'll be thinking, what's the fuss about? Because although he is quite annoying in that he's quite quick, especially in rage mode, he won't actually hit you that much if you stay moving quite well, and if you actually use a weapon that is well suited for him. I mean, you can flinch him quite easily on the head, like you can see getting a few flinches off right now. And he does have some attacks which are a little dodgy, but a lot of them are quite easy to read. So as you can see, he's in rage right now, and his movement speed just goes up by a ridiculous amount. That there, I believe, is a new attack from Unite. I didn't actually fight him that much in Unite, so most of my experience of fighting him is from this game. If you're going to use the hunting horn or hammer on him, just like the Nagakuga and barrier, you'll be wanting to look for knockouts, because that'll give you a large window of opportunity to get some attacks in, do some damage. And I'm not sure at this point if I actually broke his wing, or if I actually just knocked him over, like you can from fatigue sometimes. Because I do believe you can break his wings, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure really what the tell is. Like, obviously with barrier, the spikes will be chipped. By the way, this guy's raw. I believe it has the same effect as in Unite, in that if you're standing probably around a foot away from his head when he roars, the roar will actually do some damage to you, and I think it requires high grade earplugs to block, and also has quite a long range. As you can see, I've already broken his head. That's quite a simple break to see, and he's already exhausted, which is always nice to get some free hits off. Now, for those of you who didn't see my other tutorial with the hunting horn, I do believe that the most effective combo that is for damage wise is to just while standing still, press circle and triangle alternately to do the side swing. And then if the monster moves away a little, you can like move the directional analog stick in the direction of the monster and hit triangle, and you'll do the walking overhead hit, which actually has quite decent range, but I haven't used anti-horns that much, so I'm not great with the range part. A little note when he's exhausted, after he does a charge at you, which as you notice will be much slower, he will actually fall over after turning around to run back at you. And even when he's not exhausted, he will never turn around 180 degrees. He will actually turn around, I guess it will be about 150. So he just goes off at a slight angle. So you should be safe. He actually turns in a triangle pattern if you follow his, if he does 2 turns in a row. So he'll end up in roughly the same place he started off, except I think he'll lunge at the end a little bit. And so at this point, as you saw just a second ago, I got another knockover. So I'm not actually sure if I broke his other wing or forearm, whatever you wanted to call it. For those of you who are actually wondering, Tigrex is said to be an ancestor of modern wyverns, so that's ones like Rathalos, Rathian, those ones. And because of that, his wings haven't fully developed, but he can still use them to glide and fly for a short amount of time. Okay, quick note about when he jumps. If he jumps twice in succession, so jumps once, then turns around to face you again, then jumps again, he will pause and growl after that attack. And that's quite useful for because obviously growling, he'll be stationary for a couple of seconds. You can get off a couple of decent hits against him. Now obviously I won't be getting a tail cut with the hunting horn, because it does impact damage obviously, but his tail is actually not too hard to cut off really. I mean, I've fought this guy with the lance a couple of times, and even though the lance is considered not to be a great weapon for cutting tails, I've cut it every single time. So if you use the longsword, then you should be able to cut it extremely easily, because generally with the longsword you should be aiming for either the head or the tail. Now, I'm pretty sure that spin move that you've seen several times was in Unite, so I won't really bother much with that. Pretty obvious when it's coming. Yeah, just like that. If you are going to try to roll through it, if you have evade skills, or even if you don't really, just be careful, because his tail and right forearm slash wing will actually spin round slightly past his body and then come back. Similarly to some monsters' tail spins. You know, like on Rathalos, the tip of his tail will come in by a slight amount. And at this point, he's in rage mode, but he's probably quite weak. So I don't think we'll have to wait much longer. And I'll probably go for capture, just to keep times down, because it's getting on a bit now. But yeah, even though, as you can see, I'm not a great hunting horn user, he's not too hard a guy, especially when he was in Unite. I mean, First time I fought him in this game, it took me, what, less than 15 minutes probably to kill him. Whereas in Unite it took probably around 25. Yes, that might sound a lot, but if you haven't played Unite, get a copy of it. Yeah, get a copy of it, because you'll see how ridiculously hard Monster Hunter used to be. And stop complaining about trying, because that's an easy game. Well, obviously, offline that is. It's quite hard to actually solo online content in Try. Although, I think I soloed a couple of quests. Well, I mean, it's a lot easier to do it in this game than it is in Try. And even in Unite, to be honest. Because people don't realise it, but the two cats you have, like my guys, Muffins and Marmite, two of the greatest food products ever created, are actually very effective against some monsters. I mean, Muffins cut off a tail or two. I think I gave Marmite a hammer a while back, and he actually helped me get a knockout. He actually delivered the blow to get the knockout, which was quite useful. And you just saw Tigrex limp out, and so I'm just gonna get a shot trap down. He'll hit me with his charge, but that's okay, because he'll be in that trap for a while. And there we go, 2 transforms to the face, and that's it. Now, a little note about Tigrex. I'm not sure if it's just because I've done a lot of damage to him after he's started to limp, but I find that he actually dies quite quickly after limping, in that most monsters have a fixed amount of damage that you need to do to them to make them limp, like as a percentage of their total health. And I believe for Tigrex this percentage would actually be higher. So if he is limping, it might be worth your time to actually just kill him if you're going for carves. Especially if you're going for what do you carve? Shells, I think. Right, check the rewards in a second. But yeah, because obviously, if you're not going for, if you don't need any fangs or claws, you might as well just kill him. But yeah, his hardest item you can actually get as a carve is his scalp. Yeah, see that? I got a couple of claws, couple of fangs. They're not too hard if you break his face. But ideally, I think you don't need scalps for that much, just his armor mainly. But that's pretty much it. You might need a couple of his items to upgrade, like raw low drop weapons, but that's pretty much all there is to him. See you guys, have a good hunt.